I want to create an environment that's engaging. I want players to be actively thinking, problem solving, thinking for themselves, and of course collaborating, which is, such an important part of football. I actively and often want to encourage player feedback and see what they're thinking, ask them questions about what they think, what they see, to make sure, they're mentally engaged and involved in what we do. Players need to be, tested not only by coaches, but even by their teammates. So you want to create an environment in which, they're being challenged and they can work on new things, and giving them room to try new things and fail, and then even fail, several times over, and support them in that process, and to, establish that there's an understanding that, being challenged is part of the process of improvement and player development and team development. I want to create an environment that's fun for players. I want them to be excited to come to training and to games. Having joy in your football is a really pure and core element in the sport, and I want it to be at the core of everything we do. I encourage a lot of creativity and expression, and making sure that that's an integral part of what we do and how we go about our football is really important, and finding a balance with those things is key. I want to help players grow as well-rounded footballers. First and foremost, there's a big focus on my part on understanding of the game, how players are able to think the game through, again, be mentally engaged, and be open to different kind of perspectives. Introducing new concepts in ways that are digestible and engaging. For example, understanding the game in terms of space and time, and doing this in a way that players can feel involved and see it happening, and reflected in the way they play and the way they see the game. Technical ability and the technical side of football is very important, whether you're developing players or helping older players maintain that, making sure players are skilled and comfortable on the ball. And finally is the overall approach and psychology to football. It's important that players understand everything that goes into being a footballer, and making sure there are certain standards and expectations of behavior and approach that are being introduced and upheld. And as players progress and get older, making sure that this is a part of the cultural aspect of the team, and that these expectations are met, of course, and learning more about the craft of football beyond just the pitch and your overall approach to the sport and pursuits in general.